All right, welcome back again. This one's going to be a really short video because I think you're going to learn this one best with some examples. So we just wanted to show you some CSS properties. We looked at font. We even did some advanced things with font. Now we're going to show you borders and backgrounds. So let's just get right into talking about what the properties are that we care about. So we'll start things off with border. So the border property, it works similar to font in that there are actually three independent properties for a border. There's the width, the style, and the color. Usually people don't set width, style, and color. Usually they use the shorthand approach. So you've seen the shorthand approach. So you can just say border, and then you can set all of these things. The style is actually required. It's the only one that's required, so solid or dashed or something like that. But then you set them in the order of width, and then style, and then color. So here we've got a 5-pixel wide, solid red border, and you can see that that shorthand is the same thing as specifying all three independently. That's border. Pretty simple. You're going to see some in the examples. Next up, we're going to talk about backgrounds. So the background consists of color, if it's just a solid color, an image, if it's using an image as a background, whether that image is repeated or whether it's a single image or what it is, attachment, I can't remember what that is, and then position for like where it's at on the page in case you don't want it just in the upper left-hand corner. I won't bother go into all the details, but I'll just say that it's got a shorthand that you can use as well. So here it is white by default. It's got the image of a tree is what it's using as its image property. So the white will only show up if this tree isn't covering it, right? This particular tree is not repeated, so there'll probably be a lot of white space on this background. And then where I want to put this thing is in the right top. So that's where this guy is gonna show up. So it's actually going to be a border, which is just a tree, or a background, which is just a tree in the right top. That was my right. And then the rest of the screen is just going to be white. Again, there's a great link here if you want to learn all the details about background. Just go to this link, and you can go through here, and you can learn about all these things. I had to go look up what attach does. Apparently it's for whether you want it to be fixed or you want it to scroll or things like that. I was just kind of curious about that myself. All right, so the way that you're going to actually learn about these things is by doing some examples. So you won't listen to me talk a lot. Go work these examples. I think that there are 4 examples this time with borders and backgrounds, and they're going to make use of some images and do some interesting things. So that's it for the property basics, right? I just wanted to introduce you to this concept of shorthand. I wanted to introduce you to this concept of properties that are list. And I think the best way to explain it was just to look at some examples, and hopefully font, background, and border are things that you'll find useful in your web development career. All right, that's it. That's all we've got. We'll see you next time. Bye.